Title: Cedar and the Rider Who Never Gave Up. At the quiet edge of the desert where the golden sand met the soft whisper of palm trees stood Reef Alien Stable, a place not famous for trophies or crowds but known among true horse lovers as a home of souls, not just animals. Among all the horses there, one mare stood apart. Her name was Cedar. Cedar was not the fastest horse in the stable. She was not the tallest, nor the most expensive. But there was something in her deep brown eyes, a silent story of patience, pain, and unspoken loyalty. She had been brought to Reef Alien Stable after a difficult past. Some said she had been overworked, others whispered she had been abandoned when she could no longer win races. When Cedar arrived, she trusted no one. She flinched at sudden movements. She refused saddles. Many riders tried to ride her, but none succeeded. Slowly people stopped trying. Cedar became the difficult horse. Then came Umar Khan. Umar was not born into luxury. He had grown up watching horses from behind fences, dreaming of riding one with freedom and pride. When he joined Reef Alien Stable, he was told clearly, "Ride any horse but not Cedar." But Umar noticed her. Every morning, before training began, Umar would walk past the stable rows, and Cedar would stand silently, watching him. Something in her loneliness mirrored his own struggles. One evening, Umar stopped at her stall. "I won't ride you," he whispered softly. "I just want to understand you." Day after day, Umar came. He cleaned her stall. He brushed her mane. He talked to her about his failures, his dreams, and his fears. Cedar listened. Slowly, her ears stopped pinning back, her breathing softened. Trust was growing quietly. Weeks later, Umar placed the saddle on Cedar's back. She trembled, but she did not resist. When Umar mounted her for the first time, the entire stable held its breath. Cedar did not run. She walked. That moment changed everything. Their journey was not easy. Cedar stumbled. Umar fell. People doubted. Trainers warned him, but Umar never forced her. He trained with patience, not pressure. Then came the stormy day. Thunder roared across the desert sky. Horses panicked. Cedar broke loose, running toward the open desert. Without hesitation, Umar ran after her, calling her name through the wind. "Cedar, please!" She stopped. In the middle of chaos, Cedar turned back to him. That day a bond was sealed not by reins, but by trust. Months later, Cedar and Umar entered a local endurance ride. No one expected them to finish. But they did more than that. They completed the ride with grace, unity, and heart. When Umar dismounted and hugged Cedar's neck, tears fell not of victory, but of gratitude. Cedar was no longer the broken mare. Umar was no longer the unnoticed rider. At Reef Alien Stable, their story became a quiet legend. Because sometimes the strongest bonds are built not on success but on patience, pain, and love.